TP, we're back.
Yeah, we are.
It seems to be the official intro to the podcast.
I think it is. I like the sound of it.
Yeah, it does. It does sound well. You instantly click on the video, we're back. So
Yes.
then they know that we're back.
Yeah, just in case they didn't know when they clicked onto the video, you know?
Yep.
What is this, episode 8 now?
Yeah.
Damn, we've been doing this for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, we had our first guest episode last time.
Yeah, that went pretty
Man.
well.
It did go pretty well. One of my favorite, if not my favorite, episodes for sure.
Same.
I know. I'm assuming the same goes for you.
Yeah.
And if anyone listening has not seen the episode with Buff yet, the previous episode, I would highly recommend watching it.
Same here. It goes really deep and it's really entertaining.
Yeah, it really did have it all. I don't want this whole podcast to be an advertisement for that one, but it really had it all. It had like a deep conversation. It was fun. We learned a little bit more about Buff.
Mm-hmm.
We learned about each other.
Mm-hmm.
It was all around just a good episode and really everything you'd kind of look for in a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really good one. So if you've not checked it out yet, I recommend it. That's it for advertising.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we're gonna
Unless
say.
somehow we get a sponsor for this episode.
Oh, imagine.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I forgot to bring this. I've forgotten to bring this up to you every time we've recorded, but like not long after we started, we got an email in the discussion parade email about some like product review thing. I don't know what it was, but it
Right.
was it's something called Intella Influence, and it's like they would send. I don't know why they sent this to discussion parade. I thought initially it was like a thing just to like my email, because I was like, oh, I've done crappy reviews and stuff like that in the past. But then I got this thing we got this thing in the discussion parade email talking about how they want, like, it says they're an influencer marketing platform that helps connect small businesses and medium-sized brands willing with willing product reviewers across a variety of mediums and blogs. Reviewers are compensated monetarily and or with the brands that reach out.
Huh. That's interesting.
So yeah. It was really interesting, and I looked at it, I was like, if this is legit, is this cool?
Yeah.
But it definitely wouldn't work with the podcast, and I've been meaning to
Mhm.
bring it up to you, but I've just forgotten.
Yeah, no worries. We're gonna have to put some research into that because if it is real, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, how about this time we start off with Trevor's dream journal?
I
Instead
might
of-
let you down this week because I don't
Oh.
know. I don't know if I have anything. I can look, but
Okay.
I don't think there's really been anything.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. This one's from a while ago. It's from back in November.
Yay.
But this one, I was in a video game reading lore. It was like similar to like a Minecraft. Like if you see like Minecraft, like a Minecraft map in like Gary's mod or something,
Mhm.
it sort of looked like that.
Mhm.
And then I was reading some lore for like the game, and then a bunch of goons showed up, and I walked up to one and looked them dead in the face and backed up, and then they started chasing me, and then I just ran away and went to a room and hid in a locker in some random house. And that's all I have written down.
Wow. It's like real
Man, it
life
was weird because
Mario.
it was weird. I was like, I'm pretty sure I was aware I was in a game, but I woke up and I was like, huh, that was weird.
Huh.
So yeah, not one of the better dream corners, but
It's still something, you know? It's still something.
it is. Hopefully someday some psychologist will find this and be like, wow, this kid's messed up.
Or soon someone will come in and like, according to your dream cycles, you're gonna die in 3 days.
Thank God.
Whoa, no.
I'm kidding.
You better be.
So TP, what's been going on with you recently?
I've been kind of tired of. I had exams a few weeks back, and I've been getting results back for that, and it's gone okay. Not the greatest, but not the worst. It's been okay. It's just a lot of work. I have a week left in college. I have this week and then 2 days in the week after that, and then I'm free for like 8 weeks. So yeah, it's just really tiring. Also, I've had so much food today that I feel sick. I had a whole pizza. I had pizza pockets, which are like pizza, but they're like little like tacos.
Like pizza rolls.
Yeah, kind of. I also had a whole tub of Ben and Jerry's cookie dough. What else did I have? I don't know, I've just had a lot of food and I feel physically heavy and sick. So if I sound off, I'm sorry. Also, my hay fever's coming back and that's not supposed to happen.
Hay fever? Is that like spring fever or
Whoa,
similar?
whoa!
Or
This is a talk. Oh Jesus! Oh, this is a conversation. Okay. Hay fever is like when pollen. You know, pollen from trees and from grass and around, and you're allergic to it.
Uh-huh.
Do you call it hay fever?
I don't know. I don't call it really anything. The only reason I know like spring fever is from SpongeBob. That's the only reason I know that.
Oh, this is mind blowing. Basically, in around this time, pollen from trees goes everywhere, and then you get really watery eyes. Your nose gets blocked, and you like go like all nasally, and like you sneeze a lot, and it's just draining.
Yeah, I think it's similar to spring fever.
I thought hay fever was
But
like
I don't know.
a general term for it.
It might be, and I've just called it the wrong thing. Hold on, what do they call it in SpongeBob? Because that's how I know about it.
This is really
Yeah, they called
interesting.
it spring fever. So I'm
Huh.
assuming that's just what I've known it as. But I'm fairly certain I've heard hay fever before too. So I just maybe am misremembering or just attributed spring fever to hay fever. I don't know. But I think they're similar. I could be wrong, and I may get corrected. But
Someone in the comments correct us,
yeah,
please. Because
which is right, and if we're both right, I guess we'll have to fight to the death or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll just have to go sumo wrestle or something.
I guess.
I don't make the rules. What about you? How's your week? How's your week?
It's been okay. I started a new job. That I have to get up at 5:34. So
Oh, oof.
just for this upcoming week, and then after that, I don't have to get up near as early because I'm on second shift. But
Nice.
and that's from 3 to 11, so that's not nearly as bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No.
Did you get paid?
But yeah, I get paid double what I was getting paid at my old grocery store job. I make 21 bucks an hour.
Nice, pog you.
Well, you know what I'm doing at this job?
Go on, you tell us.
I'm potentially welding.
Ah.
And you know what's funny about that?
No, but you're gonna tell us.
I've never welded a day in my life before I started.
Interesting.
The thing is, though, it doesn't matter whether you've welded or not at this job. You go through like what is essentially weld school.
Oh.
You just learn different welds. So then, and then after this week, or well, we have until Friday this upcoming week that we're recording. We have till Friday this week to pass the weld test, and if not, we'll just get put on assembly because manufacturing plant. So there's like assembly, welding, like stuff like that. We're making skid steers, and yeah,
Nice. Well, good luck with that.
yeah. We'll see if I pass the weld test. Part of me is kind of hoping I don't, so that I'm put in assembly because I kind of don't like welding. But
How do you know you? Have you done it?
yeah,
Okay.
because this whole week it's been, well, since Wednesday, because Monday and Tuesday we just kind of learned stuff about like the company and stuff like that, and um like practices and stuff, and like safety and stuff like that. That was all Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday we were in the weld trailer where we were learning how to weld and stuff like that. So
I get you.
we welded in there. So I've welded the last 3 days, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But then yeah, I don't mind welding, but I don't care for it. It's nice that now I know how to, but I don't know that I'll ever use it. But
I mean, probably not.
yeah. Unless one day I really want to become a race car driver, then I can weld my doors shut.
I want to be a race car driver.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What number would you be?
69.
Oh, you generic
Oh,
bastard.
I'm just so original. No, I'd be number 12.
Why is that? You got a special connection with 12?
It's my lucky
What is it?
number.
Ah.
I don't know. I just see it everywhere. My second name is 12 letters. It's 12 months, 12 disciples. It's like divisible by everything. It's one of them numbers that just fits everywhere nicely.
I'm having weird deja vu. I'm pretty sure we talked about this on the first podcast.
Did we? I don't think I've ever.
I think you asked me if I had a lucky number, because that was like
Oh.
when we were unaware that we could cut awkward
Uh-huh.
silences, so we were just talking.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure you asked me if I had a lucky number, and I was like, well, no, but do you? And then I'm pretty sure you said that exact same thing, because it sounded very familiar. I'm pretty sure that was when it was.
Yeah. So 12 is my lucky number.
Yeah.
It's just everywhere.
But yeah, what would my number be if I was a race car driver? I'd be 3, because so I could be like Dale.
Dale?
Dale Earnhardt.
Huh?
I almost said Dale Earnhardt Jr., but Dale Earnhardt.
Who that?
He's a NASCAR driver.
Ah, NASCAR. That thing.
Yeah.
The racing that just goes round and round in circles.
Uh-huh. Well, sometimes there's like different ones. I don't know. File's too powerful. I was going to send you a picture of Dale, but apparently not.
He's just too powerful.
I mean, they do say raise hell, praise Dale for a reason. Maybe this one is... Discord will be able to handle the power of Dale. There we go.
Oh,
There's Dale.
nice. He looks like a
Look at that
proper
guy.
American.
Uh-huh. He died doing what he loved. He died on the track.
Oh, he's dead. Oh,
Yeah.
rip.
But yeah, he died on the track. I don't remember how, but he got in a crash, I know. And then he died. How did Dale Earnhardt die? Dale Earnhardt, one of the greatest stars in auto racing history, died Sunday from, well, not this past Sunday. It was like 2003. Hold on.
I was born in 2003.
Ha, I wasn't. What did Dale Earnhardt die of? There we go, that'll find it. Nope, came up with the same thing. Death of Dale Earnhardt, Wikipedia. Final lap crash. The incident occurred on turn 4 when Earnhardt made light contact with Marlin and slid off course. When Earnhardt attempted to regain control and turn back onto the track, he crossed front of Schrader, and colliding with Schrader and dragging his car up the track. He collided head-on into the retaining wall at a critical angle, damaging the car an estimated speed between 155 and 160 miles per hour. For UTP, that'd be 249 and 257 kilometers per hour.
We don't use kilometers.
You don't?
No, we use miles.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I'd ignore what I just said. Enough to break the right rear wheel assembly off the car. Upon impact, his hood pin severed, causing his hood to open and slam up against the windshield multiple times. As Michael Waltrip and Dale Earnhardt Jr. were about to complete the race, both of the wrecked cars went down the steep banking. Well, I want to see how he died. What caused him to die? I know it was a crash, but...
Is this episode just going to be race car deaths?
No. Maybe.
I'm down.
Schrader described what he saw in indirect terms. We've got bigger problems. Look, I'm not a doctor. I'm telling you, it don't look good. Only shortly after the 10-year anniversary, when they talked about it, did Schrader fully say, "Here's the deal. When I went up to the car, I knew he was dead. Yeah, I didn't want to be the one who said Dale is dead." Yeah, Dale was a big like, he was like the face of racing, at least to a lot of people. And it's like, yeah, you don't want to be the person to say, "Hey, Dale, one of the biggest racers in racing, is dead."
Oof. Funny how I've never heard of him.
Yeah, well, you're not in you're in Europe, so, and I'm assuming NASCAR isn't big there.
No, no one does anything NASCAR. Everyone just in Europe it's F1, motorbike racing. That's it. We don't really.
I finally found what killed Dale.
Finally.
Dale Earnhardt died from a severe fracture to the base of his skull that caused bruising and bleeding to the soft tissue in his brain.
Oh.
He was pronounced dead at the Halifax Medical Center at 5:16 p.m. Sunday after his car slammed into a concrete wall in the final turn of the Daytona 500. And that's the big race. So he died doing what he loved.
Good for him.
Also, his son was there.
Oh, that's not nice.
They were racing in the same race. So I guess Dale Jr. won. It's awful.
That's really awful. Technically, he did win in the long run. Yeah.
I guess. You know, funny enough, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the reason I found Joe Rogan. Because randomly one day, like in like 2018, there was just a random video, because I hadn't watched like any NASCAR stuff. I used to be sort of into it back when I was younger, because my dad would watch it, and I think he still does watch it almost every Sunday. Just a clip from Joe Rogan with Dale Jr. on. I just watched it, and I didn't know anything about Joe Rogan at that time. And then I watched it, and I was like, huh, interesting. And then I just started watching more and more of Rogan as time went on. But the thing is, I don't think I've watched a full episode since he's gone to Spotify.
Wait, is Joe Rogan not on YouTube anymore? Like, at all?
He puts clips on YouTube, but other than that, like the full episodes are all on Spotify.
Interesting.
Since like I think December.
Why did he do that?
Because Spotify paid him a ton of money.
Oh, because of a deal. I get you.
Yeah. Spotify Joe Rogan deal. Yeah, he agreed to an exclusive $100 million licensing deal with Spotify.
$100 million.
Everyone listening, just know if we get offered $100 million to go to Spotify, I'm pretty sure we're going to take it.
I'd be uploading that every second of my day.
We would post 3 times a week.
3 times a day for $100 million? What do you mean? Who needs sleep when you have $100 million?
Who needs sleep when you got a podcast that's worth 100 million on Spotify?
I know. Holy Christ.
But yeah, I think the closest I've gotten to listening to a full episode on Spotify, I think, was the most recent one with David Lee Roth from Van Halen. I think I watched a good majority of that one, but I still don't think I've finished it. The thing is, with most Joe Rogan episodes, I don't think I've finished. I think because they're so long, because they're like 2 or 3 hours long. So I listened to a little bit and then I'm just like, I'll get back to it later, and then a lot of times I never do.
I don't really watch much podcasts.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I listen to Logan Paul's one every once in a while. If there's like a really cool guest on there, like Mike Tyson or something, I'll watch that. I sometimes listen to a podcast on Spotify while I'm like cleaning or something. I just find them a bit boring.
Yeah.
Breaking news: podcast host finds podcasts annoying and boring.
Only does it for the money he doesn't get.
No. You gotta we definitely get paid. We definitely get paid bucks.
We get paid 100 million per episode.
Yeah.
From Spotify, even though we're on YouTube.
Yeah. Although we are also on Spotify.
And iTunes.
Very true.
So, I don't know. Give us 5 stars or something. I don't know. Just a thought. Please do.
Yeah. I mean, why not? You know, it's free. Is it? Is it free?
Yes.
Yeah, it's free.
I think so. Yeah.
It makes our day. Smile.
Yeah. What do I have written down for topics I wanted to talk about?
I'm sorry, I'm so tired.
It's alright, don't worry about it. Oh, this is an interesting question.
Okay.
One that I just came up with. What do you consider making it in terms of like whether it be like the podcast or like your like Twitch and YouTube and stuff? What do you consider making it?
So like, when's the point when I think I've made it?
Yeah.
The first time someone recognizes me on the street or something. That's when I'll know I made it.
Yeah. For me, I think like I made it that point. I think for me that'll be if I hit like 100,000 and I get like on YouTube I hit 100,000 subscribers and I get the plaque in the mail. That'll be the moment I'm just like, whoa, I've seen this in videos for such a long time and now I have it in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a surreal experience if that day ever comes, but which I hope it will, but we'll see. It'll be a surreal experience for sure.
Yeah. I don't really want to think about that right now. I'm just. This is just a hobby. I'm not like trying to quote unquote make it.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm worrying about right now.
Yeah. Yeah. The funny thing is, I've been doing kind of the opposite, just because I've been doing stuff for 7 years, and I obviously do want things to take off and stuff like that, and have like YouTube and stuff be my job, hopefully. But the thing is, I said this in my why I make YouTube videos video.
I watched that, by the way. I watched it. That was a really good video.
Thank you.
Sorry, carry on.
But yeah, so I said this in that video, but if I stayed the same size I wouldn't be too mad, just because I'm doing what I want to do with everything and I'm able to have fun doing it. And that's one of the things I'm grateful for in making the switch to commentary videos, and I think I should have made the switch earlier, like I said in the last podcast. But I should have made the switch when I started making like the first commentary video, which was the Do Drugs Kids video. Um, Still a really funny title to me, but yeah, I should have made the switch and started doing more commentary stuff when I made that video, just so that then my skills would be where they're at now, and then potentially I would have had the growth I had last year back in like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I don't think I was in the right like mental space. Not that like that was a bad mental space, but it was. I just don't think I was ready to put that type of work into it, just because I was still in the mindset of I need to post every week. I need to post once or twice a week. Whereas now my mindset is I need to post when I have a good video.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why I took the entirety of May off. In terms of uploading, I still like did a bunch of work up for the video, but I that's why I took why I didn't upload it all in May, so that then I could work on that video, and I was okay with doing that because I did the same in between the farming simulator video and the MySpace video. I took a month to do that, which I didn't realize it was taking me so long to work on, but it just so happened to take that long to get that video to the point where it was good enough to go out. And yeah, it was that full month. Like, not long after I released the farming simulator video, I had recorded the MySpace video. So it was like I was editing, and I was so far removed from the recording process, and this is how it feels a lot of the time. I'm so far removed from the recording process, I forget that I recorded it. So I'm editing, and I'm like, huh, I forgot that I did that. Like, going through it like the first time, I'm like, oh yeah, because like it doesn't feel like I'm editing something I had recorded, just because it's like, okay, I need to get this done. And a lot of times, even now, I still forget like what the recording process was like, because it I don't know, it just takes so long to edit. I just forget, and like 90% of the things I remember from a video isn't even like the writing and editing
Mm-hmm.
of, or the writing and recording, I should say,
Yeah.
of the video. I remember the editing is the main thing I remember, because that's the thing I spend the most time on. Because with writing, it's about like half a week to a week, and of writing, and then it's just a single day, so it's like an hour of recording, um, and then like it's like 3 weeks of editing. So that's the main reason why I remember that so much.
Yeah. It's like it changes the video the most. It has the
Yeah.
biggest impact on the video. The
Yeah,
editing.
yeah, people have said this, and it's very true. The video is made in the edit.
Yeah.
Like, the video is nothing when it's just recorded and it's the raw files. It's
Mm-hmm.
not until you start adding the overlays and the edits and the cuts and everything that the video is actually the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Speaking of, have um I have a video idea, but I really cannot be bothered. Well, not a video idea.
Yeah.
I have. So basically, I streamed over the weekend. Yesterday. Wait, no, on Friday. Um, and the stream was really, really funny. And it's 2 hours of just pure content. And it
Mhm.
was really entertaining because I had too much energy. And I just cannot be bothered to edit it down into a video. But I have to.
Yeah.
And I will end up doing that by the end of the next weekend. It'll probably be out at the same time this is ish.
Oh
Hopefully.
boy. If it is, we'll link it in the description.
Yes, sir.
And we'll link my why I make videos video, because
Yes.
that's an important video to me for sure.
Yeah.
Because I talk about a lot in that kind of, I guess, clears up some things in terms of why I do what I do at
Mhm.
the why I do what I do at the, what's the right word that I'm looking for, um at the effort level I do, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Mhm.
But yeah. Go watch it.
Yeah.
Also weirdly, I don't know why, but when that video first came out, it didn't do very well. I it's now started to pick up some more steam, but for some reason when it first came out, it didn't do very well. I don't know if it was because it was right after Memorial Day I put it out or what, but yeah, I don't know. It just didn't do very well at first.
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I hope so, anyway.
Yeah. It's doing fine now, but for a while it was just kind of dragging along, but now it's doing fine. And the video I just put out last week is doing very well.
Good.
But yeah, I'm having fun doing YouTube, and I'm gonna try for posting a little more consistently because this was my goal back in like the end of last year, like from like November I think to December I did this for sure. But my goal is to do 2 videos a month instead of like the 1 video a month that I've been doing, just so that then I can have some more consistency and hopefully get like the algorithm in my favor and stuff like that, and also have my videos be more suggested or whatever. But the thing is, I don't want to put out a bad video that I'm not happy with. So if for some reason there's just 1 video a month, 1 month, you know why? Because I don't want to put out any filler stuff. I don't want to, because I did this for years, but I don't want to upload to fill a quota. And that's the biggest reason I've gone down to posting once a month for the most part. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try and get a video out within the first couple weeks of a month, and then like probably like the last month or the last week of a month. So it'll kind of be the quote unquote schedule, but it won't be anything like concrete. I want to try and get back to the 2 video a month thing, but if I don't have a good video idea or it takes a little longer than I expected, just know that it's better. It'll be better as opposed to me posting just a random video that wouldn't be nearly as good.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than having someone who doesn't really understand what's the word, complain that you haven't uploaded or anything, because it really is hard to make a good piece of content that you're happy with.
Yeah.
You can't just...
Yeah, and also...
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you. You.
No, you.
You.
Uno reverse card.
No, you.
Uno reverse card and a middle finger.
Fine. But no, I was just gonna say, we should call this episode "No You." But what was I gonna say? God damn it!
For God's sake.
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say that for me when I'm editing, I don't know if it's the same for you, but while I'm editing a video, because I spend so long on it, and I had this a lot with the new video I just put out, I didn't know how good it was gonna be. I was editing it and I was like, I feel like this video is not gonna do that good. I feel like this video is gonna do shitty. But then I put it out and people have overwhelmingly liked it, and it's gotten good views, and I was really surprised by that. And people are like, this video is really good, and I was like, thank you. I didn't expect that at all, because it felt a little lackluster just because it was something different and I wasn't confident in it. But yeah, I'm happy that a lot of people liked it.
Trying to like figure out which video is gonna do well and which one isn't is so hard.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible to predict.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible, because you put out a video and you could think, oh, this video is gonna do bad, but then it ends up doing really well, like in my case. Or you could put out a video and think, oh, this is my favorite video I've ever made, and then you put out the video and then it doesn't do that well, and it's like, well, I like it. I like it. Why aren't more people watching it? But it's like, you can't predict that. Even then, you can't predict what videos are gonna do super well because just recently I got a new most popular video, my video about SpongeBob, um, about how SpongeBob's gotten bad over the years, and that's now my most popular video. And when I put it out, I didn't expect that whatsoever. I was like, I'm just trying something new. I put that video out and I'm like, I'm trying something new. I'm gonna see how this does, and if it goes well and if I like doing it, I'll start doing more. And obviously I liked it, so I started doing more. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's weird. You can never predict that stuff.
Like, prime example, on this channel, first video, blithering, what was it, 250 views?
Something like that.
That is crack. That is insane. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it at all. And then,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see the thumbnail and it kind of says it all.
true, you horny little buggers. And then the last video we had with Buff, it was
Yeah,
doing a bit
that-
worse than I thought. But I mean, I don't know.
And it's still done well than some of the previous ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the third most popular episode.
But still, my booty got
Yeah.
more views.
Yeah.
That should be the title of this podcast. My booty got more views.
I have another topic.
Mm-hmm.
What's the first game you remember ever playing? So I figure since we're just a
Oh.
couple gamer guys having a gamer chat, what's the first game you ever played?
Oh my god, this is such a good question. Holy. The first game I ever remember playing was Need for Speed or something, or a car game on the Xbox original. And I played it for hours and hours and hours. But in memory, it was like the best game ever. But it's probably really bad right now, and I can't remember what it was called. But it was on the Xbox original, and it was a car game, and it was
Yeah.
amazing. That's the first ever game I remember. What about you?
Yeah, for me, I'm fairly certain the first game I remember playing was the original Super Mario Brothers for the NES.
Uh-huh.
I remember I was at my grandparents playing it, and we were all in the basement, which rarely ever happens. Normally we're all in the upstairs living room, but I think the NES was just downstairs, so we were all in the basement. And me and my grandma, we were playing just like the co-op, whatever. And well, I mean, it's one at a time, but yeah, so I don't remember who was who, but I do remember at one point, I think my mom said to my grandma, she was like, Trevor's doing better than you, huh? And he's like 4 or something. I don't know. I remember her kind of making fun of my grandma, saying like, oh, Trevor's doing better than you. And then I grew into the big gamer guy that I am today. So I guess
Gamer.
beating my grandma at Mario Brothers kind of paid off. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Speaking of gaming, you might want to cut this out. Are we allowed to talk about the Minecraft?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's definitely gonna be content on my account, on my channel.
Yeah.
Do you want to like tell the people what we're gonna do, or?
We're going to play Minecraft with mods.
Yes.
With people.
With some people.
We're not exactly the full roster yet, but we do know for sure me, TP, Buff, and Remy. Those 4 for sure. Also, I brought this up to my cousin last night, so he said that he might play. So that's a potential 5th.
I have
So-
another 2 or 3 people I could ask that could definitely join.
Yeah.
That are also
and I could ask
content
Gingy.
creators.
Yeah, I could ask Gingy. He might stream it. My cousin, he doesn't stream, so I don't think he would. But
Mm-hmm. We could be like
also, I brought up the idea.
Go ahead.
You go
For
ahead.
God's sake. It could be like the Dream SMP, but worse.
Yeah. Well, For us, it's gonna be called the Cracked SMP.
Yes.
The Cracked SMP coming whenever. Who knows?
It's a mystery.
Not us.
We're gonna have to sort that out soon. Remus is hopefully back
Yeah.
this week, so we can test the server out.
Yeah.
And then, if it's okay, we don't have to pay. But if it's not okay, we have to pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming we'll have to get a rented server just because of like half of us being in the US and then
Mhm.
you guys being in Europe.
Yeah.
Assuming that Gingy's in.
Yeah.
I should message him about that soon, but yeah.
I'm okay with paying, though it's not that expensive. I thought it was gonna be worse.
Yeah, especially if it's like 6 of us.
Yeah.
It won't be bad at all. Even then with the 4 of us, the 4 initial
Yeah.
of us, it wouldn't be that bad.
I thought it was gonna be way worse, especially with mods and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I brought up the idea of him being on the podcast too cuz me and him we played some games last night.
Mhm.
And I brought up the idea of my cousin being on the podcast cuz I decided it'd be a funny idea. This isn't anything concrete. He did say that he'd be down, but I brought up the idea of him being on because me and him we used to have a podcast. So I thought it'd be funny to combine my 2 podcast world.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that's just an idea coming down the pipeline. So keep your eyes peeled, viewers. Turn on notifications.
Yeah, of
I
course.
don't
Of
know.
course. It's just- I mean, why not? You know, it's only one click. I was gonna say I don't think that's a really great idea. It sounds like you're trying to compare us, like comparing exes.
They're not.
Oh,
Exes.
comparing an ex with your current girlfriend.
I already know this one's better anyway.
Ah, thanks.
You're better than my cousin. No, I don't know what it is, but this podcast is better than the one me and him used to do. We were talking about it last night, and he entirely agrees. But yeah, I don't know. He agreed that our podcast wasn't that great. Just because it was posted on my channel, and we just kind of didn't execute it that well as we've done Discussion Parade.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I don't know.
It's obviously because I'm here.
Yeah, you were just the host I needed.
Of course. Although you
Not my stupid stinky cousin.
SMH. I can't wait to say to your cousin like, this is how it's done.
Yeah. Take notes for when Sup Dude comes back. That's what our podcast was called.
It was called Sup Dude.
Yeah, the Sup Dude podcast. I love that name.
Now you
I
know
like
why
that
it failed.
name, and I also like Discussion Parade.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm kidding.
I like that name. I came up with it.
Yeah, it's an okay name.
Not as good as Discussion Parade. I'll admit that. It's not as Sup Dude isn't as good as Discussion Parade, but
Discussion Parade sounds like it's supposed to be a podcast.
yeah.
Sup Dude sounds like
Sup Dude was a very unoriginal name because there was 2 other podcasts that I found called Sup Dude.
Of course. On the other hand,
And I'm pretty sure we made it, like, we talked about it on the podcast. Like, I'm pretty sure there was an episode titled Someone Copied Us. And we just talked about it. And the thing is, we were able to say they copied us because they started after we started.
oh, I see. You were just so cool they had to copy you.
Yeah. There was one that ended like 2 years before we started, or not long after we started. And there was another one, like I was just talking about, that ended, or that started after we started.
We are the only Discussion Parade. Just by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but do you remember when, I don't know if you saw it, but I think Gingy put it in my Discord or something. When you would Google Discussion Parade, it was all like political stuff.
That's great.
Now now we come up, but
When you
yeah, it was a lot
Google
of like
Discussion
political
Parade.
stuff. Or not Google, but search it on YouTube.
Okay, I have Google discussion parade. Community discussion events.
No, not Google. I meant
I
YouTube
know.
search.
That's another way I'll know if I've made it. If you Google me and I come up, that's how I know if I've made it.
Yeah. It's pretty easy for me when you Google The Dark Wolf Show.
uk.whogivesacrap.org. Sustainable toilet paper. That's what comes up when I Google myself. What? Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Look
What?
at this. Comedy. The Toilet Paper Show. TheToiletPaperShow.com.
Someone copied you. Shane Champ, stand-up comedian, host of the
It's a
Toilet Paper
podcast! I am not kidding. It's a podcast. I'm not kidding.
You got beef with this guy now.
I'm about to email him. I am furious. Go on that. And go scroll down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Toilet Paper Podcast. So for the viewers, there's at the bottom of this website, there's a video player and there's a song playing that's not very good, but it says, "Welcome to the Toilet Paper Show Podcast."
I've downloaded it. I want to use that.
So you should start all your streams.
That's so funny. I can't stop laughing. What the hell's going on? I'm so confused. What the hell? This guy called Shane Camp. I'm annoyed about him.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed. I can't get over that.
About Shane. Born in Pensacola, Florida, went to American Musical and Dramatic Academy. I'm the most talented comedian ever born, and my favorite toilet paper brand is Quilted Northern.
I got scammed. Wow, I can't. Holy hell. Wait a minute. There's also a magazine called Toilet Paper. Yeah, it's a legit magazine. It's called Toilet Paper. It's fantastic. I am just baffled. Okay.
Yeah.
That's made my day. Okay. What happens if you Google you?
I think a lot of just like my thumbnails come up just from like the Google cache.
Dark Wolf Show. Your videos come up. And your YouTube. And your Twitch. And your Instagram.
There's not
Twitter.
many Dark Wolf shows.
It's literally just you. And then,
Yeah.
Reddit. You have a Reddit?
Yeah. I don't ever post anything, but I have an account.
I don't even have a Reddit account. Maybe it's because I didn't put capitals. I'm going to try capitals. Let's see what goes on. Nope. Zilch.
I guess I'm just better than you.
I think you are.
Not to brag, but 7 years of doing this type of thing, I'll just get you on Google.
Damn. I'm disappointed in myself.
The funny thing is, on Twitch at least, you're bigger than I am.
Yeah. Only a bit though, right?
I think only by like 100 followers or something like that.
Only 100 followers. I'm slacking. I need to pick it up. I have 380 right now, I think. Let me just check.
I think, yeah, I have 217.
I have 378. So I have like 150 more than you.
Yeah, that's not really surprising though that you have more.
Yeah, but then if we go onto
than me.
YouTube, you're just like just destroying me.
Yeah.
How?
The thing is that kind of indicates where our two focuses are. You're more stream heavy. I'm more YouTube heavy.
How many have you got on YouTube? Subs.
I think around 170.
I have 26.
I've also been doing YouTube for 7 years.
Yeah. Oh, my views are like 85, 83, 84 views. My
Yeah, we
views.
both have similar views, but sub-wise, it's quite a sizable difference.
You know what's insane? I have over 6,000 total views on my Twitch.
I think. How many do I have?
Do you know how to check?
Where do you see this?
So you go onto OBS.
OBS.
Yar. And then it says views, and you read it.
Oh, you had that fancy OBS. You have that Stream Elements OBS, don't you?
Yes.
Ah, I don't have that.
I can try and look it up.
Ah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh well. Anyway, I think I have to go now.
Yeah, that kind of felt like a good natural end.
Yeah.
Anyway, so. All right.
Yep.
Bye, listeners.
Bye bye boy. So to my YouTube, what?